happening right now. Work is underway on what is being called the world's first fortified marine wall to prevent terror attacks from the Gaza Strip. The work started yesterday in the Zikim beach area of the northern Gaza Strip. The defense minister of Israel says it will be impregnable and it will be finished within 6 months. It will have an underwater layer of stone, then an above water pile of stone, then multiple layers of barbed wire fencing to protect the barricade. The defense ministry not revealing the cost of the project, but said it will last for several years and will block Hamas naval commandos from infiltrating Israel by sea. Hamas has expanded its commando unit in recent years. They're believed to have about 1,500 trained naval fighters. Joining me in studio is our senior defense correspondent, Shai Ben-Ari. But let me turn first to IDF Reserve's Colonel Yonatan Branski. Yonatan is now with the Jerusalem Institute for Strategic Studies, but he is a former commander of the IDF Southern Brigade, also a former deputy commander of the Gaza Division. Sir, thank you so much for being with us. I want to ask you, do you believe that this maritime wall, is it really necessary, and will it really work?
Well, I think it's necessary, yes, because there is a threat, so we can't just, stand aside and look at them building new abilities without reacting. But we have to understand that this is something that will never end, because we give an answer to a threat, they develop a new threat or a new ability, and then on and on.
But do you think, can Hamas naval commandos, sir, go around a barricade when it's done, just go out further into the sea?
Well, theoretically they can. Of course, it will be much more difficult, and we have other abilities. Our Navy has ships that are guarding this area. And it will definitely be much more difficult, and it will take more time, because time is the real issue here.
All right,
you want to gain more time, and you have it when you have a barricade.
Yeah, a barricade takes more time for the Hamas naval frogmen to go around it. Stay with us, Colonel. Shai, how big of a threat is the Hamas naval commando unit? Is this the growing concern?
It's a growing concern. It first really registered on the map, you could say, during the context of Operation Protective Edge, when several naval commandos belonging to Hamas that were able to penetrate onto Israeli soil in the area around Zikim where this barrier is being built. They spent about 40 minutes on the ground before the IDF were able to take them out. They weren't able to actually hurt anyone or penetrate into any sort of community. There's the threat, obviously, of this kind of infiltration in Zikim or perhaps somewhere else along the coast, but there's also, it could be a different kind of attack, something targeting a victory image, as it's often called here in Israel, where, for example, Hamas could seek to target one of the gas rigs, some of which are not far away from Gaza itself. If they could strike at that with some sort of anti-tank missile even, that would be a major victory image, even if they weren't able to necessarily hurt anyone. So they're looking to prevent that kind of thing as well.